Hey guys, welcome to Nerds and New Ones. I'm Ian, and we are here with Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the second episode of the premiere. And I'm trying to talk to, we mentioned in the beginning already, because we've already discussed what happened already. But yeah, we saw Percy push Nancy in the water, kind of starting to figure things out, or more so questioning more of whether he's broken, which is very heartbreaking to see. Especially Sally trying to talk him, try to convince him that, he's not, and that there's actually gods and monsters in the world, but that just kind of upset him more, understandably. Grover showed up after having gotten him expelled for his own good. They got chased by the Minotaur, and Percy saw his mom turn to dust while in the Minotaur's hands, and, rightfully was upset and kill the Minotaur. So very impressive for without any training, but adrenaline and anger can get you through a lot. Hey Annabeth, how's it going?
Where am I? You drool when you sleep.
Huh? Jesus, that thing's big.
It really happened.
It's a big deal to kill a monster like that, so I wanted everyone to know.
Did you see it?
My job was to protect you, to get you here safely. Maybe if I had told you the truth a little sooner, your mom would still be here.
Please. Stop.
I know this isn't easy, but I want to talk about it.
I don't. Your job was to get me here alive. Your job is done.
Oof. Oh yeah, I forgot he's playing Dionysus.
Mr. D, this is Percy Jackson.
Yeah, Grover. I heard him the first time.
But did you?
But
I really
Did
don't want
you?
to start with this guy.
He's starting with me.
Percy, that's Dionysus.
What do you mean, Dionysus? Like the god Dionysus?
Yes,
No way.
yes.
Excuse me, Your Highness.
Oh.
I think my dad may be around here somewhere. Can you help me?
Actually, I think I can.
Oh no.
Son.
Dad?
Yes, Peter.
It's Percy.
Exactly. In the galley, there is a bottle
Yep.
of 1985 Chateau Aubryon.
And by the way,
Oh, Percy, this must be a lot for you to process.
Oh, no, it's fine. I mean, you're a horse. My father won't talk to me unless I get him a drink. Well, this all seems totally normal and
Oh,
reasonable.
no. Mr. D is not your father.
I could be.
Yes, but are you?
no.
Why must you ruin everything?
Mr.
Yes,
D
but
knows
are you?
that Zeus has forbidden him from consuming alcohol.
Hey Luke.
Look, if you want to give me a hard time, just do it tomorrow. I can't do any more today.
Heard what happened to you on the hill, and I just wanted to say I'm really sorry. I know what you're going through. Believe me. I'm Luke.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to choose.
Sorry to interrupt. Is now an okay time to talk?
Yes, go ahead.
It's Sally Jackson,
We know.
Okay.
but you haven't told Percy anything yet.
No. No one is gonna tell him anything.
Oh boy.
But doesn't he deserve to know the truth?
Grover, the truth can be very dangerous if it isn't handled carefully.
There are powerful forces at work here, boy. Forces that have laid waste to the earth before and are close to doing it again.
Did you dream again?
I left you here. Left you with nothing. I know how you feel. You want what's been taken from you. You want justice.
Tartarus.
So are you also... Do you not know who you're...
Am I unclaimed? No. Hermes is my father. That doesn't matter. We're all on the same team here.
Why is that okay? Why do they get to bring us here to just ignore some of us?
Spend too much time trying to figure out why the gods do whatever it is they do. You'll drive yourself crazy. And they think twice about messing with you.
Hey,
Oh, hey. Knock it off, Clarice. It's like his first day. Come on.
Wait, so this is the kid who killed the Minotaur? Is that right?
yeah?
I'll bet.
Well, she seems nice.
Ares kids. They come by it honestly.
Why don't they mess with you?
They know better.
Luke's the strongest swordsman at camp.
So they leave you alone because glory. So if I get glory, Clarice won't mess with me either?
Exactly.
And people think I'm a big deal.
Well, sorta. But
And my dad's got no choice but to claim me.
you can't force the gods to do anything.
I want to be very clear about this.
I've never done this.
anything like this before, and it looks super dangerous.
Yeah, you never killed a Minotaur before either. Until you did.
Well, yeah. A little bit more motivation on that regard, but
I wouldn't.
yeah, it's probably a good idea, honestly. Is that, I don't know why, was that Becken, or is that Beckendorf? Yep. So not that.
I hope you're sitting down, but I think I've made some friends here. Like, real friends. I think they might really like me. I mean, ignoring me is one thing, but he doesn't get to ignore you. I'm gonna make him come down here. I'm gonna make him see me. I'm gonna make him see us both. Hey guys. Can't sleep, huh?
Every new kid shows up here and they think they're
I
special.
didn't do anything.
Tell me you made it all up about the Minotaur, and I'll let you go.
I didn't make anything up.
Some kids gotta learn the hard way.
Yeah, it sucks to suck, doesn't Clarice? Satisfaction. Whoops. Having trouble. Oh.
I can explain.
No, you can't.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm Annabeth.
Are you stalking me, Annabeth?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
Why?
Annabeth sees the world differently, always 6 steps ahead of everyone else. We should cut her a break.
Whose side are you on anyway?
Oh, hers. Always. She's my little sister. Before camp, I was on the road. Me and a forbidden kid I met along the way. Her name is Thalia.
And what does that mean, forbidden?
A long time ago, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades agreed their children were becoming too powerful, so they made a pact not to father anymore. And it held for a long time until Zeus broke that pact. Until Thalia. The forbidden kid attracts trouble. One day, we find this little girl hiding in an alley, Annabeth. You're worried about taking her in, exposing her to all that danger.
And
Then we saw her fight. Thalia didn't make it. But Annabeth and me, we did. And we've been family ever since.
As always, there will be no maiming and no killing. I trust these rules will be respected. Any magical items you may possess are permitted as well.
I'm fine, thanks. But I appreciate you, standing there silently.
Well, he's new. He hasn't had that much time to train.
You still don't get where you fit into all this, do you?
You're bait, buddy.
Game on. Wait, what?
Invisibility cap.
Gift from my mom.
Jesus.
I want to move quick. Straight through the woods to their flag. Clarice hunts in those woods for the first few hours. You know that. She's gonna cut us down.
Annabeth's got a plan. Percy's on it. When it's time, he's gonna be ready. I know it.
Oh my gosh. You gotta be. Jesus. Hey, how's it going?
Flag's that way. It's not here.
We know. Yeah, glory's fine. Revenge is more fun.
No maiming. It's like the one rule.
Yeah, I guess I'll lose dessert privileges for a while. I'll
Jesus
live.
Christ. Okay. Oh! Good thing you have armor on, at least. Oh. Not bad. Ooh! When you're close to the water, I was like, what the heck am I doing? Ooh! Oop. Well, should have been a butt about it.
Listen. Percy. I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you? I don't understand.
And there it is. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
You have been claimed by Poseidon, Earthshaker, Stormbringer, Percy Jackson, son of Poseidon. As a forbidden child of the sea god, you are singular amongst demigods.
Yay, I get to sleep.
And your
alone.
father's only hope to prevent the outbreak of war.
Yeah, explain that a little bit more.
An ultimatum has been given to him by Zeus that if he doesn't return the bolt by the summer solstice in 1 week, there will be war.
No
That
pressure.
is your quest. Poseidon has claimed you. This is his will.
Poseidon has ignored me my entire life.
You are his son.
I am Sally Jackson's son.
Who's Sally Jackson?
She's the one who cared enough to call herself my mother. She's the one who got herself killed so that I could be safe here.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance. You will accept this quest.
I won't.
Hey, everybody. Your mother was stolen by Hades, which means she's with him now in the underworld. That's where they want you to go too, isn't it?
I mean, kind of works here, guys.
If you can find her there, I think you can bring her back.
When do we leave?
Yeah, very quick. All right, second episode, and we've already gotten through the capture the flag, which is one of my favorite scenes, one of them in the book, just because it was, I don't know, it's just really like a cool moment when like when Clarice and them are like basically they're ganging up on him, and he's getting diced up pretty much, falls in the water, feels better, and then you know basically kicks their butt. I'm trying to think how I felt on this. I mean, the fight I thought was really well done, and especially with these kids. I like how they showcase like the difference, like how he was fighting before he got towards the shore, and then afterwards. He definitely. There's also that moment like while he was fighting where he caught the spear under his shield, and he was like, "The heck? How am I doing this?" And then the moment where he ends up breaking the spear, which is your fault, you know. Clarice, you could have just backed off. But she definitely was understandably pissed off about it, because that's, you know, something given to her by her dad, and you know probably won't be too happy about it. You know, that was probably something she, you know, cherished. I mean, weapons can break in battle. You know that's gonna happen. You should, you know that's a possibility when you're bringing it into play. But yeah, and Annabeth doesn't seem. I mean, we'll see what happens afterwards. Next episode, maybe they'll showcase that a little more. But like, it's not like a huge. Honestly, it doesn't necessarily affect the story. Like in this, like when she started suspecting that he was a son of Poseidon, she was worried that was the case, and then she was upset that he was. So we'll see if that is the case. She seemed more, you know, happy that he. She didn't seem bothered, and more almost like encouraged, because like he is definitely someone who could help me out, you know, go on a quest. And he's, you know, that's what she's been looking for a while. And again, it doesn't necessarily affect the story overall. So I don't know. We'll see. It's not a big deal if they, you know, that's something they changed. They are kind of getting establishing a sort of, not a rivalry between them, but like that there's Percy's not. She just seems to be analyzing him more than anything, like taking him in analytically, not like as a person. Which is very interesting that they're making her, at least right now, that she's probably gonna, you know, that's probably gonna be part of her character growth, you know. But it's also, you know, it's something that she needs, so she's just like really looking for the one to, you know, get her to go on a quest. But she seems almost she seems like detached in this thus far. You know, we'll see how that progresses. And like, I don't remember if they ever brought. It's been a while since I've seen the movies because man, but I don't remember if they showcased her invisibility cap. But I like that they did here. And she wasn't the one that he was fighting because that wasn't the case anyway. Because I don't think Clarice was even in the first movie. Sorry. Clarice is kind of psychotic. I like they portrayed that. She seemed more like angry and vindictive in the book, in the books. This one she seemed a little more malicious, and she I don't know if malicious is the right word, but she was really bent on the fact you're obviously. I know she did, I think she was like this in the book too, where she was like, you're obviously lying. Admit that you're lying, and he's like, I'm not going to because I didn't. I'm not going to admit to something that that's not true. But then the point where it's like going to him with where the flag was, in which Annabeth knew that was going to happen. That was kind of the point, is to take her away from their flag, because she knew that she would have a vendetta against him. Interesting that Annabeth didn't help him though. Again, and then that also happened in the book. I still don't understand. I feel like she still could have. They were distracted, but I guess if she showed herself, they would know something was up. Consider if Annabeth was there, they was like, oh, this is part of a plan. We need to get back. I don't know. Again, I still don't know if Clarissa would have though, because she was so hell bent on, antagonizing Percy. So I don't know. I like that Grover wasn't. He obviously cares about Percy, and the fact that they were telling him to not tell him about Sally. We could see that really eating at him, and I'm glad that it works. It actually helps him telling them, because Percy was 100% just refusing to take up this quest, arguing with Dionysus. Dangerous, but that's always what Percy would do. He's always going to argue with Dionysus, because Dionysus is kind of a jerk and kind of hard to deal with. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I mean, and also that Dionysus did the thing, made the mistake of basically belittling his mom, who sacrificed herself for him to get to the camp safely. To get to camp safely. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. So I understand him being pissed off. You can't belittle somebody who literally put their life on the line for them. But anyway, yeah, it just took Grover saying, by the way, she's not actually dead. Hades has her in the underworld. If they want you to go there anyway, so we can do this. And immediately Percy's like, all right, when do we leave? So I really like that. I really like that they're focusing so much on, because in the movie, I'm probably gonna be. No, I said I wasn't going to, but I'm probably gonna be going to the movie a couple times. I'm sorry about that, but when he comes to after killing the Minotaur, he's just he's like, so my mom's really gone, and then there wasn't really much after that, and there was a lot of I don't know. It was just kind of tossed aside, well, that story point's done. And I don't think he even knew that he could see, get his mom back until he got to the underworld. Even if they didn't reveal, even if Grover didn't reveal that here, they really showcased how much it was affecting Percy that his mom, to him, was killed. Throughout the whole, he didn't want to talk to Grover because he probably felt maybe it was his fault, or at least there's just certain things he didn't want to deal with, and Grover wasn't helping him at the time. He feel like he wasn't helping him. After he spoke with Luke about making offerings, giving something. What was it? How did he put it? Basically, sacrificing or giving up something you care about most. He offers up the blue food that his mom had gotten him. Again, giving more into the relationship and how much he cares about her, talking to her about how things are already different, how he thinks he's made friends here, which is crazy. Even to the point where he's talking about he brought up his dad. He's saying he ignoring me is one thing, but he doesn't get to ignore you. I'm gonna make him see. I'm gonna make him see me. I'm gonna make him see both of us. And it was just like really batting up for her. And I love seeing that. I love that they're showing that more. They're showing how much his mom means to him. Like again, they were showing that they did show that they didn't get to show them too much like they're like them together in the book. And they did showcase how much he cared about her in the book, but like I do think they're doing a really good job of putting that forth in this or in just the first 2 episodes. I forgot that I can't remember his real name, but the guy that plays Adrian Pimento in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I forgot he was Dionysus, and it's it's gonna be interesting. I really like him in this. I love the part where he pretends, where he takes advantage of Percy not knowing who his dad is, and it's like and he's like, son, give me wine and then we'll talk. Luckily, Chiron shows up and sets things straight. But yeah, that was fun seeing that. Seeing Dionysus. We didn't see Dionysus until the second movie either. That really isn't that big a deal. I mean, kind of is, just because it was. Again, I don't necessarily. Obviously, I didn't really like Dionysus that much, especially in the beginning. But I do like the actor too, and I think he did. Thus far, I like his portrayal of this, and the point where he's being serious and like kind of laying into Percy about the fate of the world's at risk and all this, and actually like showing anger, but I don't know. He's doing a great job as expected. I'm wondering who all we've seen thus far. The one kid, the guy that was showing Percy like, or they showcased when they brought Percy to work on blacksmithing. I'm wondering if that big kid was Beckendorf. Maybe it is, maybe not. But that'd be cool. I kind of hope we see more, like, kind of go into that a little bit more. I know that we're moving things quickly right now. Again, I don't know how many episodes there are going to be. But we're already getting ready to go on the quest. So I don't know if we're going to... I mean, we didn't really meet Beckendorf. I'm trying to remember. It's been a minute since I read the book. It's not that long, but it's been long enough to where I'm trying to remember. I don't remember exactly when we first meet Beckendorf. But I like that we were showcasing like trying to figure out what his skill is, like what he's innately good at, or just like what can he get better at. Archery is probably something that we really need to stay away from. That could be very dangerous. I kind of wish that they showcased Luke training him with at sword fighting before we did the capture the flag thing, but I know we gotta move. There's a lot we got to get through. But I just thought that would have been interesting to like kind of see a little bit of this, like some training, so that he gets. Well, I do understand like the, it was kind of like instinctual how he was fighting, but I kind of wish that they implemented like, okay, he has a knack for this, and he already. It's kind of like not like a muscle memory thing, but like he has the feel of it, so then he can now experiment with that and like really attach to that as he gets closer to the shore, rather than it just being nothing but instinctual. But again, we had to move along, and it was still a really cool scene, really good, a good portrayal of the scene. Excuse me. And again, it still showed him having trouble. It wasn't like he was 100%, like he was just like, well, he was, still kind of, because he got nicked up still. He still got cut up, but he was, holding his own against 3 people, and, Clarice being one of them. So, I mean, he did a lot of good maneuvers, really, things that, he, obviously surprised him that he could do, or that he was able to pull off. But yeah, still got a little banged up throughout it. So I kind of like that it wasn't like he was the absolute best and unbeatable. Especially considering they didn't showcase, I don't know if they did, but like showcase him getting any kind of training with the sword fight. I don't know how long he's been there since, because Luke was saying, when they was talking to Luke, that 2 or 3 days, then she kind of stops watching, but he says like she's still watching you, so there's something there. So I don't know how long he's been there so far, but I'm assuming it's been more than a couple days. They might have said, but I don't remember. But yeah, they did. They've already. I don't remember if they stated. No, they don't. They didn't. So they're already kind of they're doing a lot of expositioning. They did it with Grover, explaining the mist and all that. I'm pretty sure that wasn't brought up till maybe it was. Maybe Grover did bring it up. But doing a lot of explaining, to get a lot of that out of the way. But like doing it in points where it makes sense a bit to do it. But like there's the bit with Luke when he was talking out to, he brought up Thalia and finding Annabeth. Like that wasn't. I mean, I'm pretty sure Annabeth didn't. Annabeth's the one that tells Percy that, but that's not until like later in the book. But again, it's fine. It's they're trying to give some what's the word I'm looking for? Context as to the connection between him and Annabeth, and like the things that these kids have to go through, especially when you're somebody like a forbidden kid. The more powerful you are, the more attention you'll be drawing from monsters and everything. So, and yeah, I'm a little surprised that they brought up Thalia already, but I think they appreciate they mentioned her in the book. It's just like more in the middle of the book. But anyway, another thing I liked was like the armor and like even the helms and everything. Like in the movie, again, I know I'm sorry I'm making another comparison to the movie, but like leather armor, they could use it too. But I think most of the time they would use like the metal medium or heavy armor kind of stuff. And also the design of it looks really good too. And imagining those little kids having to wear, I don't know how much the stuff weighs. But Percy, they very least seemed like was having a little bit of issue, not just the tripping, but like he was like, because he's not used to necessarily moving around in heavyish armor. So, but the design of it looked really good. But yeah, so far, really good beginning to this series. I'm excited to see how far. Actually, let me see how many episodes. I'm just gonna look. Well, it's not really a spoiler on the titles because the titles are after the chapters, a couple of the chapters, so it's not that big of a deal. So there's gonna be 8 episodes, which makes sense why they're moving around along as quickly as they are. But yeah, I'm excited to see like where we still got a lot to kind of go through, but again, they're going through things pretty quickly already. In the second episode, they're already getting ready to go on the quest. Gotta get we know what's going on with Luke, and I'm sad because you can see Luke. We can already kind of sort of see hints at it. He was talking about like don't really pay attention to, or don't really, waste time thinking about what the gods are doing or what, whatever, we're here for us kind of a thing. But like seeing like what they went through and, they lost their friend Thalia. So seeing him in connection also Annabeth go through this, but we see more of Luke because we kind of only seen Annabeth in pieces here and there. But like we've seen more of Luke and him kind of discussing with Percy and everything. It's gonna. The kid seems like a good kid, so it's like it sucks knowing where that's gonna go. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting how they're gonna showcase that a little more, like how much they're gonna show of Luke after Percy leaves. Like if they're gonna do that like where they do a Iris call to Camp Half-Blood where Luke answers instead. I don't know if they're going to do that. But yeah, there's some things that we're going to probably see next episode and that involves Luke and such. So yeah, again, I'm already excited, and now I'm impatient for next week. So there's that. But that is it for this week's episode of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around for the next episode next week, hopefully I'll be more prepared and it'll hopefully won't be too early like this time. But yeah, if you want to stick around for that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and yeah, I'll see you then.